Cancer, this is going to be a video for you, a reading for you. Let's take a look at what Spirit needs you to see at the moment. As always, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. We're going to use the Page of Cups as your significator. Although, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that, Cancer. Yeah, King of Cups, that's more like it. Okay, so we have the Knight of Cups underneath that. Yeah. Okay. So this is going to be our significator. Please be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe if you find that the reading does resonate with you. See what's going on for you, Cancer. So we have the Knight of Cups. Wow. Total wish fulfillment, satisfaction, happiness, joy, contentment. Seven of Swords in reverse. Crossing you. This crowns you. Eight of Cups. This is beneath you. 10 of Wands. Behind you is the King of Pentacles in reverse. Before you is the Four of Swords in reverse. The Devil in the Self position, Capricorn energy. We have the Two of Wands in your environment, the Four of Wands in hopes and fears. Hold on, this is crooked. And in the outcome, we have the one, the only, Sun. Nice. Wow. All right, Cancer. Well, it's looking like something that maybe you were considering overwhelming, something that you should walk away from. It seems like you give it some thought, and it turns into a total wish fulfillment for you. It seems like you've been obsessing over this thing here, the Devil in the Self position. It seems like you've been really trying to implement somebody's good advice. It could be some earth sign here. Maybe in the past, this was advice that you weren't taking. Maybe this is something that you were looking at from a sort of like materialistic perspective, something where you were kind of making up excuses as to why you wouldn't be able to achieve something. But it seems like, you know, after wisely administering this advice, it seems like you achieve happiness and wish fulfillment, success, and you're anticipating that here. Your plans are coming to fruition. Only real warning sign I get here is that you're kind of thinking about leaving something because it's too much of a burden. Let's go ahead and unpack some of this. Well. This could also be you leaving your burdens behind. Let's take a look. At the root of the spread is the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands, it can be known for inconsiderate aggression. It can be known for lashing out, letting somebody have it. But it can also be holding back those things. It can also be kind of, you know, biting our tongue, and making sure that we're showing a bit of restraint or strength with something. Clarifying the Ten of Wands, Death in reverse. Yeah, there's an energy here that's holding back. It could be also that there's something here where you've been resisting change in some way. You've been trying to prevent change, holding back from change. Three of Cups, which honestly, a change that would have been very healing or would be very healing. It seems like you're no longer doing that, or you're kind of focused on walking away from this energy of holding back or holding on to how things used to be. Clarifying the Eight of Cups, the Ace of Swords in reverse, the King of Swords in reverse, and the Ace of Cups in reverse. Yeah, it's like you're walking away from a version of yourself. Maybe this is another person that totally cuts off from emotion and just lives entirely within the mind. This is someone who has a tendency to potentially be very cruel, someone who has the potential to overthink, someone who likes to split hairs, someone who's way too assertive or way too analytical about something. to the point where they're no longer feeling something. They're no longer feeling their emotions. The Ace of Cups in reverse, which could be resulting in emotional stability within this person or around them. It seems like that's what you're focused on walking away from. Interesting. So it's coming through as a person. I don't think that these two cards are necessarily related. They don't necessarily have to be. The underlying energy here beneath the whole spread, though, is the Ten of Wands, which lets me know that you've been kind of bearing the cross for some time. Maybe that's what was expected of you. Death in reverse, the Three of Cups, by the people around you. And one more for this. Death in reverse, the Three of Cups, the Hierophant. Taurus energy, Scorpio energy also out here. So there's that Taurus-Scorpio axis, the axis of what's mine and what's yours. Could be that you were kind of pooling something here, or sharing something with someone, maybe a group of people. And it was putting a great burden or strain upon you. There's also this aspect here of your personal beliefs, your education, commitments, devotion, with that Hierophant coming out here. Devotion toward a particular community, perhaps, with the Three of Cups. Seems like this was a very big burden on you. Could be friends, could be family. Seems like it wasn't changing for a while. Maybe this is the reason why you were in this King of Pentacles in reverse in the past. Clarifying the King of Pentacles in reverse, Justice. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and the Star. It's this energy of you kind of taking your dreams, goals, hopes for the future at face value in the past. But since then, having come into a more objective point of view, Justice. Okay, moving into the future, the Four of Swords in reverse, and this is what we're talking about. This is the more objective point of view, especially with the Seven of Swords in reverse in the crossing position. That's you taking somebody's advice. Like I said, it could be that there was someone here in the past who acted as a leader to you, acted as kind of an example to you. Maybe this was someone who let you know that you didn't have to do things the hard way. We have the Hierophant with the Three of Cups. Someone who allowed you to kind of see something from a different perspective, kind of challenged your beliefs or got you to learn something new about yourself and what you're capable of, as long as you devote yourself to a particular cause. Maybe this was someone that you weren't seeing clearly in the past, and someone that you're beginning to see more clearly now. We have the Seven of Swords in reverse in the crossing. Let's go ahead and clarify this. Nine of Cups. Wow. The Four of Wands in reverse, and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. It's you taking a chance on your own happiness and fulfillment. And that was the advice. That was the advice that somebody gave you, Cancer, and here you are doing it. And moving into the future, we have the Four of Swords in reverse, being clarified by the Queen of Cups. That's you. Five of Swords in reverse, okay. And the Sun in reverse, okay. Emotionally, there's something here where you have got to do something about this self-sabotage thing here that we have going on. It's almost like I'm gonna do it regardless of how I feel. This is very kind of interesting. I'm gonna do it regardless of how I feel, and I'm going to demonstrate a sense of care and love and compassion toward whatever it is that I'm putting energy into. That is the energy that I'm getting here moving into the future. And then we have the Sun in reverse. So it's almost like this energy of, feeling like what we do isn't going to make a difference. Feeling kind of depleted of energy, kind of worried that we're wasting energy. I feel like what you're doing here is you're kind of dialing back on the emotional sort of energy. It's like a wasting emotional energy. You're dialing back on the waste of emotional energy here. And you're beginning to plan effectively. You're taking precautions so that you don't self-sabotage moving into the future. You're making sure that you have the energetic stores and reserves to be able to make responsible, wise decisions. And that's what we're seeing here with the King of Swords in reverse, the Ace of Swords in reverse, and the Ace of Cups in reverse. It's like you're no longer in this energy of kind of overanalyzing or allowing your emotions to like make you bitter or cruel, or allowing your emotions to tell you that you can't do something. I'm seeing a lot of good emotional temperance. I'm not seeing the temperance card out here, but I wouldn't be surprised if you had Sagittarius placements. Okay, I also have Libra out here, Scorpio, like I said, Taurus, Aquarius now as well. So Capricorn, the devil in the self position, being clarified by the King of Cups in reverse, the Five of Wands, and the Eight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, it's like you're taking off the blindfold. You are no longer kind of like allowing yourself to be so emotionally volatile. King of Cups in reverse, and that's what we were really pointing out here moving into the future. This King of Cups in reverse energy, that's the energy of loss, maybe kind of beating yourself up over things that you couldn't change or couldn't affect. Eight of Swords in reverse, feeling powerless about things. Yeah. So this is the energy that you find yourself in, that you're working through into the future. But at the same time, I want to warn you against this energy because it could turn into a sort of like, I don't want to call it an obsession. I would say it's more so like sort of like the baseline of how you're believing or what you're thinking, especially with this Death in reverse and the Hierophant. Yeah, your personal beliefs need to shift into a more benevolent, celebratory, jovial kind of energy. And it seems like right now they're kind of in this down in the dumps, kind of like, I can't do it. I'm very conflicted over whatever it is that I put my energy into. So I see that kind of being resolved as you move into the future. Meditation is going to be a huge thing for you moving into the future, potentially journaling, just taking the time to rest and really kind of gather your energy back up is what we're seeing with the Sun and the outcome. But the Two of Wands in your environment, that is the energy of planning. Let's take a look here at what's going on here. The Tower in reverse, wow. The Hermit in reverse, something very unexpected. Page of Wands, and it's almost like you have to start from scratch. There was some kind of like something that caused you to have to go into this period of concealment, or this period of hiding, and it seems like you're finally kind of like preparing yourself to get out of that. The Hermit in reverse and the Page of Wands. Okay, so it's like there's this tower that comes down and you're kind of rebuilding from the last catastrophe or the last disaster, and it's almost like forcing you out of this sort of reclusive vibe that you've been in, moving into the future. Page of Wands, yeah. So you feel like you're inspired, you're ready to begin something anew. This could be an enterprise, a business venture, it could be a romantic enterprise as well. Take it how it resonates, but you're getting back out there and you're planning for the future is what I'm seeing here, Cancer. It's looking good. So Four of Wands coming out here in your hopes and fears, being clarified by the Three of Wands in reverse, Judgment in reverse, and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And there you go, going back into that fearing that you'll never have this this beautiful Four of Wands energy. You'll never meet that milestone. You'll never get there. That things are out of your control, because it's almost as if you can't forgive yourself for things that you couldn't have foreseen in the past. That is not an appropriate response. I understand that you're kind of in this energy of loss here with the King of Cups in reverse, but I want to remind you, you are still in control. We just got through with Jupiter and Cancer. We do have Jupiter energy out here as well as Pluto, with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse and Judgment in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse talks about consigning yourself to your fate, not doing anything to affect change. Judgment in reverse, that is against your higher judgment. The Three of Wands in reverse, that is you kind of overshooting the goal or telling yourself that something is impossible. So I really want to urge you to keep your optimism up, keep your faith up right now, Cancer, because it looks like you're about to hit it out of the ballpark, okay? The outcome is the Sun. Clarifying, the Sun is the Empress in reverse, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So if you've been feeling like you haven't been getting enough recognition, if you've been feeling kind of mistrustful of your own fate or your own destiny, if you've been feeling like you've been giving to something and haven't been receiving anything in kind, you are going to receive something here, Cancer, okay? The Empress here in reverse, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, the Six of Pentacles in reverse. There's a lot of anxiety about money, you know, feeling as though you're investing and you're investing and you're investing and you don't really trust your own investments. I see that changing for you in the future and you getting something back for your investments, the Sun. Okay, it's going to make you extremely happy. The Nine of Cups. All right, we got that twice. Okay, Cancer, so this is kind of a reminder of the importance of not giving up faith in the current path that you are on, and just going for it and trusting that everything is working out exactly as it should. You are in the energy of surrender. So let's go ahead and get some oracle cards out here for you as well, Cancer, before we close out the reading. What else do we have for Cancer, please? Yeah, the energy of scarcity out here. I'm definitely picking up on it. Okay. Chamber of Soul Gifts. And sensuality. We have mercy. Remember to be compassionate, tender, kind to yourself and to others, and to accept that energy from outside of you, Cancer. What else do we have for Cancer? Cosmic Womb, the Divine Feminine. It looks like you're undergoing a radical shift or transformation, a rebirth at this time as well. Okay. So it could be that you're becoming more merciful. You're becoming more open to love. You're becoming more open to things going well, going right for you. Guidance. One more. Embodiment. So we're just saying that right now is a very important time for you to begin to embody what you intuitively know to be true. To really begin to embody your values, such as mercy, kindness, compassion, understanding. To heed your intuition. Purpose. Purpose coming out here, the number 77. Inner strength to overcome difficulties, alignment with your soul's purpose, positive changes unfolding on your path, tuning to a frequency of love and growth. The affirmation is, I am exactly where I need to be. Yes, Cancer, yes, indeed. This is a very positive reading for you. My goodness. Independence coming through here as well. Wow. And what else do we have for Cancer? Final oracle message, please. Wisdom. You're coming to the end of a long journey. Relish in what you've learned. The Owl and Hop. That is what we have for you, Cancer. If you would like to book me for a personal reading, you're going to be able to find the link to do that in the description box down below. Once again, don't forget to like, hype, share, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, Cancer.